traffic light, street light on our major highways. A problem. We say, Obi, today is the birthday of my son. Nyametiase akwesi buedi oforiata. Nyametiase akwesi buedi oforiata. From your dad, your mom, and the entire family, they say happy birthday to you. PRO of Roads and Highways Ministry, Ahmad Yate, akwa ba ite saying? Very well. Edika imami musao, tema end of the motorway, the toll booths ne wohono. Mwati di yesi wohen rano, se ka biya kwa kunu boot ni mama buni na egu. Mwati? Okay. And then now what details na mo wana nipa wom?
Well, we read and we heard from the media of the accident. I personally, not the media, I personally read about it, and there were some casualties. So it has come to my knowledge.
But from what you read, Nona, almost obiewu and obiepra.
Until America said there are some casualties. The details of it, I think, is in the media in Nayo.
But what do you know?
Well, report just I said Baku for year and Gisu prior, something like that.
Yeah, because it's surprising. By a day after, no, because there's a facility belonging to the state, you know, under Momoa Spaces as a ministry. And a day after the accident, you should have some concrete details for us.
Yeah, because the unit responsible for the toll booth will be the one to take the details and then process it, and before it comes to the ministry.
And so which unit is that?
Is the Ghana Highways Authority.
Ghana Highways Authority.
Yes.
But ministry, no more in charge of policy, you know. What's the policy on toll booths here?
It is that the last time, finance minister during the budget reading, Eka said, for now, we will reintroduce the toll booths, but not in the state. If we see toll booths on our road, it's going to be much improved toll booths. It's going to be electronic toll booths, and it's selected on selected roads. Not all roads are like it was before, and also basically on roads are a PPP road, that is road funded by public private partnership. That is the position now.
But we don't know when that would happen.
No, the policy discussions is still ongoing. So as at when
while at that, what happens to the existing toll booths?
Well, I have to put on record, and yes, the idleness of the toll booths and contributed to cars. Even when the toll booths were in operations, these accidents once a while do happen. But the most important thing, and then they say, you better two drivers for. So we advise the drivers. So when you are driving, and then I think Bones, right?
Yes.
Yes. You are also a driver, and it's a basic rule. So when you are approaching a facility or you are approaching a residential area now, as a driver, also slow down so that you go through the facility. So we would just advise Shankafo, say they should adhere to the basic driving rules, some more driving on our roads, so that we avoid some of these accidents.
94.7.
But the and I don't know about street light. No, not even street light. Traffic light. As a agency being say under the ministry.
Traffic lights, Department of Urban Roads, actually.
Department of Urban Roads.
Yes.
Which is an agency under the Roads Ministry.
Exactly.
Are you aware the state of the traffic light in our capital cities?
Very, very much aware. And Obi will be coming to you for an education campaign. The best person mobile boy and yes, education. Obi, let me say 60 to 70% of traffic light engagement is due to vandalism. The traffic light na in cophobia and normal barrier cables on barrier switchboards. Some of these equipment now move via traffic lights. It costs as much as 80,000 euros. Now, and then in the middle of the night, now Obia Befa and this render the traffic light. Say traffic light into me, you call red hair cables are what traffic light last year. Now Obia could two from now with 2 cables in na traffic. These are things so person will replace here. You need to go through procurement procedure to mean solid precope and replace some of these things. You're turning bulk for some period of time. And CSC traffic light as and when the ban say all of a sudden, I think for a short period of time, you say it's becoming too many. We are a targeted traffic light, street lights, or move area and home parts near there. It's becoming too many. We are putting together a campaign. We are putting together the ministry very soon. We are prepared to repair all these traffic lights. And as part of your program to repair all the traffic lights, you be a media campaign. We are supporting them so that we don't repair them and then we go through the same vicious cycle again. Cable no be akofana akopon 2 cities, 3 cities. Na
okay, maybe you cite rage Hodiano, which is quite recent and idumuye. How about Unibayard?
Traffic light I say now your own record and I make
and tell me say about Bayard, Unibayard. I was junction or Bayard. Hodian it's been almost by 3 years. What's the problem with Hodian?
And I make a choice or about 60 to 70% of traffic light engagement in Kofo area Hunyama. I'm giving you the basic cause we are having this issue, and I'm saying that as a ministry, I'm saying that usually parts now here to repair them, and yet Obi Sebu Kansem. And yes, lighting ye juma o join cables kekena light aye juma a system. Into obi area idea bema na functional. You need to go and procure, and you need to go through a process. You now in procurement laws.
But the challenge in this way, Ahmed, it's easy to hide behind the cumbersome procurement process. My point is that with the Bayard, specifically Bayard, it's been 3 years. Unless you tell me, say, Muntimi and procurement for just Bayard, they will say, mu procure for the whole Ghana, which would have to take time.
Obi, I say over fleet of cars also periodic maintenance. You cannot do procurement for one item. You procure. You do a procurement plan. You do for bulk maintenance. What am I saying? And offer me for interview. We did. In fact, I didn't know I was going to speak to specific areas, but I can give you a general idea. Say over 70%, 60 to 70% of the problem at hand is due to this. But the ministry is a very frontal ministry. We know the challenges are our.
Yeah, but Ahmed, I don't know if you have the answers for us. Where are we now in the procurement process? Because him say, yes, granted, Senamun procurement for Bayard the Enenkwa, because that has been for close to 3 years. And I heard him say Edum. There are a number of traffic lights in the city they are not working. Inti say you procure in bulk for Nina. Where are we now? Yeah, place because me who any advert in any newspaper say mu procure the service of somebody to replace traffic light.
Obi Wadaroma. Enti na me ka say very soon, no, and I mean very soon. We are better repair. I mean traffic light now saying but in addition to repairing it, no, we are going to mount a media campaign support so that we can all educate ourselves as Ghanaians. Say these are not things we should be stealing.
No, that campaign in Podia, and 100% every day, every time you have our support. Yes.
This issue of attitudinal change and behavioral change, na abibiano, yes, say assemble office bearers, no, and institutions na responsible, no. Yes, I would say taking part of the blame. Now you share resolving problems, no. But say you share the flip side of it. Now you educated citizens say this action or inaction of yours is what is causing this problem. Not only in die, nay the subordinate na a bomb office bearers and now say institutions are. They will not see the importance, the need to stop the behavior now. The root cause of the problem. No? That is it. So, say education no here pa. Intina yede abatam. Our action to repair the street lights, traffic lights. No say if we are going to do the repair this time around, we need to do it together with a media campaign to sensitize Ghanaians.
I agree. I mean, it's the most reasonable thing to do under the circumstances. I said, Makano, you have our support 24/7 on this campaign. My point is, when will the repairs be done? We know, I will say, go through procurement process. There should be an advertisement in the newspapers on possible tender amount for putting in bid. Where are we in that process? I told you, sir, me who any advert in any newspaper, I call it on potential, companies to put in bids and all of that. Where are we in that process? And then so our listeners are 8 here, because I've had millions, thousands complaints all over the place. Traffic light on.
Obi.
Yes.
Obi. Mr. Only I mean to him our specific timelines because Dominic Frem is here and I mean say. But Nyaminim as the head of public relations and he said very soon we are going to, in fact, we've discussed this campaign. We put up the modality. We are waiting for the equipment, and once we start before we start the repair work, campaign. That is why I'm communicating to you this position of the ministry. But as to specific timelines, meant to me my own.
Okay, I take it, sir. As far as you are concerned, the process you don't know, right? Which is normal. I mean, it's normal.
As far as I'm concerned, I know that it won't be long. We'll hit the ground running with our campaign and repair work.
Yeah, but very soon can be the next 5 years.
Or it can be a month or two.
So is it a month or two?
It can be a month or two, Obi. But Obi, hear me, pa. We are dealing with our own comfort, our own safety, and lives. Say, Menewusika. At a very high cost, yet better equipment. In the middle of the night, look, even the urban roads they came up with some innovative means to secure these things in the ground, and for you, the people come with some creative means, and then they come and take these things. I think a month or two, I heard an officer from ECG making similar complaints about ECG way transformers are in Kofor year or area. It's becoming one too many in the system, and these are the things that is really and yes sir, yet say Rose Ministry and now Urban Rose Hall we've seen that traffic lights in Yejuma and fire. No, we are also Ghanaians. We drive through the street.
But that's the impression. The impression I'm going say because the traffic light be say for 3 years. You cannot come and tell me 3 years later say a procurement process na ache. That will not make sense to me.
Obi, assurance I made them now anyway for any Ghanaians and then say we are at the by the grace of God, no, we are the tail end of the tunnel. We are the very tail end of the tunnel. The ministry and through urban rules will be repairing this traffic light pretty soon, and alongside it, we'll be doing a massive educational campaign to draw attention. You know, street light and now traffic light approach the person and question the person. Maybe I know on your urban rules officer now. Maybe I know we are enemy for our own safety. This is how we are going to go about it because it's becoming one too many.
Okay, somebody suggests say on Bronx in New York, your friend Godfred Adoa, or say Obi, please tell the roads ministry that the best solution is just putting cameras on top of the traffic lights. And when one is found on the video, that person should be prosecuted to deter others from doing same. On the existing traffic lights, cameras also.
Obi, at some of the places, cameras also.
Okay.
Some of the places, cameras also.
And those cameras are destroyed?
Obi, and I drove a couple now. I drive it through now. We go winning now. What am I saying? Because the traffic light for hot, not the lights, and you will not be the bunu. Not there. You cannot pick the plates of the car. I mean, although you've seen what happened to the traffic light, but you're handicapped. There's little you can do. So that's what happened. That is what is this thing. The most important thing, Obi, and then they said, we are not here to lament. We are sure of the fact that we are at the tail end of the tunnel.
But that tail end of the tunnel, that's pure political talk. It's not something that gives me confidence listening to you, because really, so what catch is okay, in the procurement process, no, we've picked a company, it's company A, we'll procure new money eba, wamaye who say okay, new money eba, when it gets here, this and this and this are the way eba we go through. We hope say by next month workers will be on field. But so far, the wakano are a pure political talk. That doesn't give me any confidence, honestly speaking.
Obi, as I said, Dominic just called me, and as I speak on briefs and facts, and so if I don't have those briefs and the facts, Obi, with all due respect, I cannot put
based on what are you saying it will be done very soon? It is very soon, and
based on meetings and discussions that have been part of as head of public relations, and what I know is what I'm telling you.
Okay, and then let me read for you some feedback. Ayenya, we say Obi, clearly the PRO of the roads ministry is essentially telling us that until the procurement process ends and an entity is selected which could take months, these malfunctioning traffic lights would continue to be with us. It is not as though all the traffic lights got spoiled or the bulbs got stolen at the same time. They are simply not on top of the issues, or they care less about the situation. Amazing. PK Sapon, our Office of the President. This one says, Obi, can't they fix this electric fencing kind of gadget to give electric shocks to potential thieves? His excuses are untenable. He cannot hide behind the bureaucratic tendencies relative to public procurement and get away with it. Say Obama no pokwase. We say, Obi, good afternoon. Some drivers destroy the traffic light and are arrested by the police. They pay a fine to the police and they are not accountable. Isa Fusaini, ewo efie kuma. We say, Obi, kindly tell the PRO that they should put wires through, to electrocute recalcitrant persons. And clearly, among for free say we can do more, at least fencing these traffic lights. Obi, na bibi I don't know. Yeah, you are not a technical person, but this is some of the feedback I will be to me. Ediama, more technical guys, you know. But finally, one other thing, the issues of roads project are abandoned. I know that some of them are fixed to loans, specific loans are and because of a buying debt exchange. Money, international. Your friend is saying, or more aboy abusia internationally air casano. Ama some of these projects na are halted. First, Takrady PTC interchange. Where are we with that project?
The PTC interchange currently stands around 70 to 75% complete. Currently, due to your friend is saying debt exchange program, hot in the kaka. But you are with the negotiations are very soon the contractors will be back to site.
Where very soon means what?
Negotiations are still ongoing. The government is still negotiating with the financiers for the project to restart.
That was under Sino Hydro, right?
Yes.
What it means is that all Sino Hydro projects have been halted.
Exactly.
Sir, Tamale the end, no more we. Hand you over.
Yes.
Okay. And which other loan project NSC are halted?
Obi, sir, if I drive to Accra, you see the Obechebi Lamte, you see the La Beach Road. All those projects have been affected. But these are, Obi, you agree with me, sir, these are massive projects. And they are advanced in terms of their completion.
Yes.
In fact, Ufa La Beach Road now with about 6 months work or so, they should be completing it. Ufa Nungwa interchange, massive project almost completed. So your resume say these are projects are buying in January since Hosa. No. Government is committed to complete this project. There's just some little setback in terms of the financial arrangements, but these are projects that government is very committed on the completed projects.
Your friend is saying, Swami interchange then also a loan project, right?
Yeah, but Swami interchange there's funding for its cost.
And cost.
Yes.
Yeah, but the last time we went to Kumasi on the roundabout itself, there is nothing happening. Are there more?
Yes. When say Obi.
Yes.
Swami Hono. Swami Hono the way a hospital. Swami project is in 2 phases. I was saying yes, it can hear about 15 kilometers internal routes that area.
Okay.
Now, three friend is saying 3 overpasses.
Okay.
And Anumayeji and Macro Junction. Macro Junction. There will be an overpass there. And magazine, that's around the magazine new road, right?
Yeah.
And then Ebusuakura also, there will be another overpass over there. In addition to about 15 kilometers internal local roads, we need to do all these ones to be able to divert traffic from the main swimming. Because if you don't tackle all these ones, now started swimming, and so all these are part of the work is ongoing on the swimming because it's one composite project.
Yeah.
So as we are speaking, almost relocating, your friend is saying utilities, and at the same time we are on the process paying compensations to people. These things takes time. In fact, one market dining or say dining or there's mitigation. You cannot own to me useful force. You need to exhaust there's processor. You need to exhaust the process the properties. You need to value them, go through processes, agree payment before you can go in and do to demolish those things. So we've gone through most of these processes. You call on the ground now along these areas and make an open say their works in Juma Air Koso. Into some interchanges there is a project is ongoing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just that basically no say say interchange Air Koso. The name man no person who say Swami Hono
main interchange, yeah.
But that is the understanding of the layman, and we understand that. But technically, the project implementation taught it wise. One tackle around the post office, any macro junction, one share and tackle traffic network, any ebusia kura. And I don't know whether I've gotten it right.
Yeah, I think you've tried. Yeah.
Yes. So when solving traffic issues along this place, now the tackle you create a problem. So there will be overpasses. All these places are Mabudi. Construction has started here.
Okay, I have two questions. We say, Obi, please ask him about the state of the Amasaman in Sawim Road project. Ernest or Taifa, has it also been halted?
Amasama in Sawim.
In Sawim, yes.
No, I know of Fancourt in Sawim.
Of Fancourt in Sawim, but it's through Amasaman, I suppose.
Yeah, it goes through Amasaman. But that project, Maripoma is on that project. So one of the best local contractors.
So that one has not been halted.
Okay. Come on. In fact, that project, inshallah, by November next year, dear.
Yes. Swami, the other timelines near then.
Swami basically is a 2.5 year project.
2.5 years.
But the contractor assures us that between November next year, it should be substantially completed. But the actual completion will be 2025.
Okay. Wait, sir, Obi, please. What the PRO is saying about the Nungwa interchange project is not factual. Also, the project has halted and it's getting worse than it used to be. The contractor may request for more money if he begins work. Nanam Ponsabedi Akon, the Nungwa interchange project. This is somebody who lives around. Or say it's getting worse by the day.
Obi man, kase Nungwa review. Me say Nungwa project no. It's one part of the project are halted.
Okay.
But I said that it is advanced in terms of completion. It's about 70% completed. Don't say you hear interchange new road.
Yes.
The most difficult aspect of the construction interchange and our concrete works
Yes.
And for ground works within a twinkling of an eye. Sometimes construction and comfort to me magic kaka. So if they are doing the beams with concrete work now and then they take it time. But at least you can see the structure up. Most of the structure is done. And so when they come back, it can take it time, no, maybe.
Okay. How about the inner city roads, sir? Because ubi phone lines and conform fra. And obi ubaye hawa Blekuma South, ubaye hawa. Those inner city roads be the say near deno. Is there a plan? Is there a plan around those?
Obi, my minister has always said that the ministry cannot tackle all the roads in the country at a time. You said there are a lot more areas. I will say but it's one after the other. Obi, you said the last inventory as of 2017. Now inventory of roads Ghana around 74,000 kilometers of roads. As at now, provisional figures are through data collection. Inventory of roads in Ghana as at now has risen to about 96,000 kilometers of roads. So, assuming, in fact, at the last sooner, when the president went to the parliament, document I provided showing the records of the Ministry of Roads and Highways since 2017. Roads are completely as on record. No, there around 12,000 kilometers of roads. Until so we 12,000, free 94,000. Although so much is being done, there's still more to be done. So we understand when people cry for roads and say that there are areas they need roads, the roads have not been done. We understand the challenge. But just that a banner construction the Juma is you need money to do as much as you can. And so one after the other, gradually, as a ministry, we'll tackle the challenges that we have in the road sector.
Very well. My say, Piero, Emreno Echo. I wish we could continue, but we'll come back on the road subject, no some other time. Why?
Obi, the only thing American said, best Dominic, next time, no man break kaka.
Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well, Mate. Medase, papa. Ma yemfa insi na yenhwe entwaso ekosi sensuni. Ehaya sempa 94.7 FM. Ma yena munyina